starts picking it up, because it should. Okay. So it is.
Oh, is that light glowing? So in front of it. No, the one that's glowing. Oh, it's no good.
Alright, we're actually live now, apparently, because I didn't realize it wasn't going to give me a warning.
We're live. Episode 0. Let's go.
Let's go. A toast, I guess.
Yes. Oh, yes. I can't, I'm just going to let this.
Different kind of lifestyles here. We got beer and we got wine.
Yeah. Well, I'm a wine drinker too. My girlfriend's daughter drinks my wine.
Oh.
My girlfriend's daughter's 18. Okay, I'm accusing her. It's an accusation. But so I go over to the house, buy a bottle of red wine. I left it there. I go back over there, and then she's like, I don't know where it is. Now it's her, my baby, me and my girlfriend have a 1 month, going on 2-month-old baby girl. Congratulations to me. It's them two, and then it's her younger kids, and then it's the 18-year-old daughter. And all of a sudden, my wine bottle is just gone. And I'm like, hey, babe, did you drink the wine bottle? She's like, no, it should still be in there. I was like, pretty sure your 18-year-old daughter, who just got a car, probably like was cruising her.
Oh, no.
Whatever the kids tick-tocking her.
Yeah, tick.
Yeah.
See, I still need to figure whatever that is out. But I think I know how it works. It's just I feel like I have to plan out content for that. But
Yeah, no, thank you. No, thank you. I'm 31 years old now, so it's like now I gotta regress back to Facebook. I'm old.
Yeah, apparently Facebook's for old people. That's what the young kids are saying these days.
Yeah, so I'm 31. I gotta regress back to Facebook. That's just the way it is. This glare is annoying. Let me cut off the light, see what happens.
Yeah, the only light I have on in my room is my ring light. But anyway.
Antsy.
Yeah. Feel like we should probably introduce ourselves and how we got here.
All right, awesome. Well, this is the Active Time Battle Podcast, episode 0. We're gonna get things more in line. I'm Ty Shane. Been gaming all my life. Me and my brother-in-arms, we decided to put together a podcast. Talking enough about gaming, we might as well put out some content. For me personally, this is a great thing for me too, because as a new father, yes, my daughter will be 2 months in a week. It's great to have something to chronicle. So I keep fantasizing like in like 30 years when I'm all like dementia out or Alzheimer's.
In 30 years though?
Yeah, 30 years. I'll have dementia in my 40s. See, the thing is, dementia sounds amazing for the person who has it. But everybody else, it sounds. For the person who has it, I'm gonna be like, where's Snoopy? Like Snoopy's grown.
Isn't it his birthday tomorrow?
Where's my Pokemon Red?
Oh God, we're going that far back.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But so what I'm gonna tell you is how I started gaming. Games have always been around us. In the '90s, it's kind of hard to not be around video games. But what really happened is I went to go live in the Bronx with a cousin of mine. He had an N64, and he was playing Banjo-Kazooie. And so I would just sit down there, because I didn't own a console before that personally, and just watch him play that thing for hours. And then we would trade the controllers back and forth, and then that's just, ever since then I've been playing games. My favorite game of all time, Nier Automata. I don't know. I like that. I'm a weeb. I like that anime sexy chick with the blindfold. That's hot to me, and that's just my favorite game. Don't at me. That's on you, brother. That's about yourself.
So that was about. Well, I was actually gonna test. I was trying to pull up the stream on my phone to see if the audio was coming through okay, but I'll figure that out later. Anyway,
we're just winging it.
Yeah, we're winging it, and then if it turns out to be not okay after the fact, well, that would be lesson learned.
See, that's why I got our backs by saying episode 0. So I could be like, what are you talking about?
That didn't happen. Yeah, that one didn't exist.
That didn't count. That one did not count. Man, Super Hot Fire put out a new rap battle. I don't know if you remember that meme. Super Hot Fire. Oh,
That's like almost 20 years ago. It feels like. I know it's
yeah,
not that long. I know it's not that long. It might be like
he put out a
maybe
he put
15.
out a new battle. It was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. He said what he said. He said, ball in my hand. I bounce it. I shoot. I missed. Everybody's like, oh. And then he's like standing there, he's like, psych, I swished. Oh, Super Hot Fire is still at it, man. Super Hot Fire is still at it.
Still gonna be relevant.
Oh man, that's one of the first videos I watched on YouTube, man. I wish I got into YouTube decades ago.
Do you know what the first video I watched on YouTube was?
Mm-hmm.
It was Final Fantasy Advent Children.
Oh my god, you watched the whole thing?
I watched it, and it was small. Like somebody uploaded it. It was like this big.
With the box, yeah,
and subtitles.
There was something you used to watch. It might have been YouTube. It might not have been YouTube. But you used to watch this like animated cartoon that would like make just it was a comical version of Final Fantasy.
Oh yeah. Oh god. It was on Newgrounds.
It was on Newgrounds.
It was on Newgrounds.
I could never find it, so I knew it wasn't on YouTube. But I kept looking it up. I found some other good ones.
Was it Final Fantasy 8 Plus? Maybe.
Maybe, and it's like Sephiroth kills Aerith, and the girl starts like Phoenix down. Phoenix down.
No, not that. Oh god, I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name of it right now.
Yeah, it was good stuff, man. That's where I first saw Machinima and all that kind of stuff. Good times.
But anyway,
was that fire?
Yeah, a lot of people lied about their age on that site too.
Won't get into that.
But anyway, Devontae Bradley, these days, and more frequently I go by Davo, and that started in college because apparently white people have a hard time pronouncing my name. So it kind of stuck. Yeah, so, yeah, Ty Shane? Yeah.
I just go by Ty.
Yep, it happens.
I get it. I get it.
But yeah, Davo has kind of been my go-to nickname these days. It's actually also my artist name. Like, most of my work is signed Davo these days.
Right.
I've been gaming most of my life since I could hold a controller. Pretty much, I've been gaming. Started with the Super Nintendo all those years ago. First RPG ever played was a game called Secret of Evermore. Second RPG I ever played was Super Mario RPG. Still to this day.
Oh, the 7 stars.
Legend of 7 Stars, yep. I was still waiting to see Geno as a legitimate character in Smash, and it's never gonna happen because they keep making him a Mii skin.
Never gonna happen, and I think that's a beef with Square.
It is.
Square want all the money.
They do. But
Square want all the money.
Yeah, so I started off long time ago. I'm gonna be 30 this year in September, and have been gaming for 27 years almost. My first gaming feat was actually figuring out how to get the fairy sword in Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. No, Link's Awakening. Super Nintendo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Figured out how to get the fairy sword in Link's Awakening at like 4 years old. And shocked the heck out of my brother and sister, who were 6 and 8 years older than me. So they were 12 and 10. They didn't even figure that out.
Yeah, see, that's the beauty about being a younger child, man.
You grow up with it.
Yeah, see, like I told you, Snoopy he was like 4, and I was playing The World Ends With You, The World Ends With You on DS, and I was fighting this. I think it was called the Behemoth.
Yep.
It was a secret boss, like a fox. And I could not fucking for the life of me beat it. Life of me beat it. Snoopy, who had never touched the game, I just handed him the DS, and he's like, "Yeah, I beat it." I'm like, "What the?" And so yeah, he's come a long way too, man. But yeah, seeing being the oldest child, I didn't really have that, in the home of someone else playing the game. So it started with me.
Yep.
Started with me.
As far as my favorite game goes, it's still to this day I don't have a clear answer for it because I have so many games that I love for specific reasons. Like There's a game that I love. I love it to bits. It is a terrible fucking game. Like, this thing probably should have never been made. But they made it anyway. And I love it. And everyone that I've talked to that's played it, it's the same kind of thing because it's so bad that it's like watching a B movie. It's like, it's comically good because it's so bad.
It's so bad it's good, like some Sharknado shit.
Yeah, and that game is Digimon World 4. Always been a Digimon fan.
Digimon World, yeah. Those are
so, the first game, people love it. Like, great reviews, even to this day, people will come back to Digimon World 1, love it. Digimon World 2, complete opposite. People, like, it was clunky, it was slow, it's a weird-ass dungeon crawler, but it's the first time that people start getting, like, they start enjoying a game that's actually bad, because it was Digimon. Then Digimon World 3, great. People loved it almost as much as the first game. And then 4 came out, and people were like, what is going on? What is this? Because it was complete departure from, like, turn-based combat. They tried to make it like an action RPG, but also a dungeon crawler. And it was a mess, and it was grindy. And for some reason, maybe because I'm a masochist, I don't know, I loved it. But
there's a lot of games we played, more to it. You're the guy who got me into JRPGs. It was I came to your house and you were playing. You had rented Tales of Symphonia, Spring Break '04, right before I moved to Grayson, and you were playing. And I was like, "What is this?" And at that time, I had gotten into Zelda. I got into Zelda a little later, but I got into Zelda at that time, and I was enthralled by watching you play, and then we played it together. So when I moved to Grayson, the very first thing I did was I rented Tales of Symphonia. That was my first JRPG. And that also got me into anime too. So you are the person who has the biggest influence on my taste in game right now. Like, for instance, I was always playing games with old mutual friend Calvin.
Yep.
But the games he liked, I tried some of them, but they just weren't really my jam. Like, he was Tony Hawk, music, rhythm game kind of guy.
SSX Tricky.
Yeah, he loved that kind of stuff. That wasn't really my jam. The JRPGs, after starting with Tales of Symphonia, I played. See, that's one of those games. Like, my B movie game is Vesperia, where it's like, it's not great. I wouldn't recommend anyone playing through it. But man, do I love that game to pieces.
It's weird though. It's like, objectively, like, by any kind of objective criteria, game is garbage, but it's still enjoyable. It's still entertaining, and it's like, I could sink another 100 hours into this game, no problem.
The same thing with me with what's it called? I don't know if you ever played it. Robot Alchemic Drive on the PS2. Okay, so that's one of my games. I was telling my girlfriend the one game that I love that I've never met another person in real life who's played it. But in that game, you probably remember the demo. You're a kid and you're fighting kaiju, but you're outside of the robot and you're using controller.
I did. I wanted to play it. I never had a chance to. Yeah.
Yeah, you float on top of buildings and you run around with a controller.
Yeah.
And control the kaiju right foot, left foot. It's the worst game. And the voice acting is legendary. Look it up, Robot Alchemic Drive voice acting. The dub is so bad, but I'll play that game over and over again. I finally got a copy of it. I went a couple years back, but I got rid of my collection. My collection's all digital now. Sorry to anyone who doesn't like that. My collection is largely all digital. I'm just a lazy piece of shit. I don't like to switch discs.
See, I ended up in the same boat, but for completely different reasons. Like, I ended up in going the whole digital only, or mostly digital. Like, I still have some physical games left. But like I got them because there was no alternative. Like when I had my 3DS, a lot of the games that were out, I didn't either have an SD card that was big enough or whatever. Like, so I have physical 3DS games, and then I have a handful of physical PS4 games that, out of tradition I got. So I got Final Fantasy 15 traditional. I have Kingdom Hearts 3 physical disc, which I fucking regret. Oh wait, hold on. Did I get Kingdom Hearts 3 physical? I got the collection. I know I got the whole
One?
collection. Yeah, the 2.8 collection that has 1.5 and 2. Yeah, I got that. That's a physical disc.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple other games, like I think Bloodborne because it came with my PS4, and Overwatch maybe, which I have not touched. I have not touched that game in so long.
I never started it.
And you know, there's a part 2 coming out.
Yeah, I heard. So they say.
I tried to get into. I really did. Like I gave an honest try. Like Fortnite, Apex Legends. I don't know. There's something about cooperative, like shooters, team-based shooters that I can't get behind in the same way that I could get behind like a regular like team deathmatch kind of setup.
Right.
Like I love team deathmatch, that particular playstyle, and I'll go back to it all day, any day. But a 1 versus 100 free for all.
Yeah, I trust me, bro. Trust me, I got my first couple of my victory royales in Fortnite right when they dropped the mode, because they didn't launch with the mode, and they added the mode in when they saw how big PUBG was getting.
Mm-hmm.
Got a couple of victory royales. Went back a year later, there was all this building and shit, and I was like, nah.
Oh, they finally got rid of it. Like they have a game mode now that there's no building. I'm like, oh, I might actually try it again, but at the same time.
Yo, we should get into that, man. We should try that. I feel like you and I need a multiplayer game when we're jamming. Only shooters I play really now are Call of Duty though, because I keep getting burned by these other shooters. Like I paid for the $100 Ultimate Edition of Battlefield 2042. Yeah, I know. I'm still hurting over that. And EA is the king of just dropping their games if they're not, like Anthem style, just dropping them.
And sad though, because Anthem, I feel like it actually had a decent amount of potential as a game.
Yeah.
But they just said, they released it. Gameplay wasn't terrible, but there was no in-game exploration. Was trash. Like the game kind of just stopped once you were done with the story because there was nothing to do really.
Yeah, there's no roadmap. You have to have them keep feeding the beast. These people keep wanting to do these games as a service, and every time they come out, same thing just happened with Halo. You run out of
and people are pissed. People are pissed.
Running out of me. If you can't keep feeding the beast, then it gets dropped to the wayside. And now there are some success stories like 14 Realm Reborn or Rainbow Six Siege. But most of these games are service games. They flop, and that's why I don't subscribe to them.
No.
But we need to find a multiplayer game and play together. One of these, we need to find one. I tried 14 with you, but god damn, that's
long
game.
Long
game. I've subscribed to that game at least 8 or 9 different times. Each time I'm just like, bro, what? I even did the
skip.
The skip, and still it's just like, what?
It's because there's so much content in that fucking game that I don't think you can. I don't think there's enough time in the world to get through all of it.
Every expansion. Every time when they new expansion comes out, I re-up. And it's just like, I can't. I tried. And I know it's so much good. I'm just waiting for somebody to put it all on YouTube. That's what you know what's funny? It's not there. Like, I'm looking for someone I just want story, synopsis, all cutscenes for FF14, and it's hard to find.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because there's so damn much.
Yeah.
I've seen people try. I wanted to do it myself, and I thought about it, and I was like, "There's literally hours and hours and hours worth of cutscenes, and you can actually revisit them in the game. Like there's like a little diary journal thing that you can go to, and
I remember that.
Yeah, and you can rewatch old cutscenes, and you could just record that and upload those. But at the same time, you have to watch them again, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
It's so much, and early on, some of those cutscenes are just like A Realm Reborn, in and of itself. Like even after they like shortened it with that patch, I guess it was was that 2 years ago now, a year ago.
Yeah.
But even after they cut it down, it's still a fucking slog. And Heaven's Ward, it's a bit better, but still super slow. And then Stormblood was
Not much better.
It was all right.
Mm-hmm.
Showerbringers is great.
Yeah,
I love Shadowbringers.
Evan's Word was good, and then Shadowbringers was that sauce, that bang right there. But like I said, man, I bought every expansion, and every time I get a couple months, and I just voila.
And for me, like, I've been wanting to play Final Fantasy MMO for years. Like, when 11 came out, I wanted 11 so bad. I wanted to try it so bad. And I remember when I finally got a chance to fucking play it, I got it on 360 because they did have a 360 release.
360 yeah.
You know what happened?
What's that?
Got halfway through my subscription, Red Ring.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And I was like, I guess it's not meant to be. I think I got my character to like level 20. Because I was trying to get a Dragoon, and that's when you had to level multiple classes in order to do it. It's like you had to have this class at this level, and then the secondary class up to this level, and then you could go get that job.
See, that's when Ragnarok Online.
Yeah.
I told you I had a Ragnarok Online phase.
Yep. Same here. Same here. They have multiple mobile games now, you know.
Yeah, couldn't stick to RuneScape. Ragnarok Online, what? I had an Assassin's Cross,
Yep.
Cross,
Yep.
all the time, and then I had the Paladin, the one that can ride the mount, the little Peko.
Yep.
Pico.
Not Chocobo.
Yeah, they're not Chocobo.
I love that game too.
I never got onto it when it went 3D though.
The 3D one was not good.
Yeah.
Like I remember the beta version of Ragnarok Online 2, and it flopped. It flopped hard. Like people were not a fan. It was like, what is this generic garbage? It's like who was it? Gravity, I think, is the company behind it. Yeah, they dropped the ball hard on that, and after that, I think they went straight to mobile, and you had a closer experience to the original Ragnarok mobile, but it still wasn't quite the same because it ended up being like pay to win, and like it was not good.
I hate that part. I had a friend of mine. We played Ragnarok Online in high school, and he was one of those guys. Like I'm just like working my way up, grinding in the orc force, killing thousands of orcs, and then he's just like, I bought everything. So when we do the War of Imperium, he was untouchable because he paid for everything. Like, bro, what the heck? He literally paid to win.
Yep.
Hated playing with him.
And that's as far as games go, like that is the one thing that will make me dislike a game like that, like 100%. If you have a PvP system where you can buy items or buy equipment that gives you an advantage, that is a problem.
Exactly.
I don't care if you need to make money or whatever, but if you have a PvP system and there are items that you can buy that affect your stats, that's a no-go.
Yeah.
Because it's just going to be, it's not going to be, who has the most skill, it's going to be who has the most money.
Who paid the most money.
Yeah.
Not my jam. Good times. Maybe I'll try 14 again. I tried, the PS5 version, of course, but I think we should get into that. Our consoles, the consoles we've owned throughout the years, favorites, what we currently play with. I think that'd be a great place to go.
Okay.
While I'm fucking my ass kicked all doing.
I was just playing that on my second character.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop here in a second.
Still got the light on, as though it's still going. Oh, it is still going. Whoops. Whoops.
So did you ever find out if there was crossplay?
No, unfortunately, there's no crossplay. Yeah, I know, right? In this day and age, like the barrier should be gone.
They can work it out. It's a niche game, and it's probably probably Sony wants a bunch of fucking buttload of money, but because they sold those so many copies, I think it's getting closer to 15 million. I think they can like make it happen. But they're probably going to take, probably shouldn't take too much work, but it'll be very interesting if they can do it.
Also, whatever network infrastructure they're using, they need to do better. Yeah. Like when people invade, or when you've got when you're going to other people's worlds, and you're lagging to hell, and you get hit by stuff, and you don't know what you got hit by.
Yeah.
Because you're lagging. Like we're in the age of gigabit internet. It's becoming more of a norm than what it was before, and there's been decent network infrastructure for like fighting games, but you can't use that with these games for whatever reason. Oh, speaking of that, real quick, just quick aside. Yeah. Speaking of that, I found out recently that. So, have you ever tried to play Super Smash Bros. Online?
Never. I played. Oh wait, well no, that's not true. Yeah, at my girlfriend's house, her son, we tried it, but not recently. So
I found out that the internet infrastructure, or the network infrastructure that Nintendo had been using,
the one that's based off XP.
They had been using the same network infrastructure from Brawl. From Brawl on the Wii. All the way up through the Switch.
Yeah, and it's XP based.
Yeah. So they had been using this outdated ass net infrastructure for over a decade. And it was like, oh gee, I wonder why Smash Ultimate, or I think at that time Smash 4 that was out. It's like, why is the online play for Smash 4 terrible? It's like, oh, because they're still using fucking Wii era network shit.
Yeah.
It's like,
they don't even have it like they don't even have achievements.
No.
That's why I'm like Nintendo's just gonna Nintendo. They're always gonna be a generation behind in terms of technology. Like their next console will be like 4K.
Couldn't put that on the Switch, really? No.
Like we've had 4K since 2017 with PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like they're gonna be like 4K in 2025. They're gonna be like 4K.
We on 8K. We on 16K now.
Yeah, we're on 16K. We're freaking 5080 Ti's around. And it's gonna be like 4K.
Like, you late, buddy. But we got what you wanted. You asked for 4K. Here it is.
Oh no! Nintendo fans will eat it up.
They will.
Actually, that's what I was going to get into next. So, me personally,
we never even got into the consoles, though. By the way.
Yeah, I was a Nintendo fan growing up. My first console was an N64. My mom got it for my 9th or 10th birthday with a copy of Pokemon Snap. And yeah, that was my jam. Smash Bros. N64, I loved it to pieces. Banjo-Tooie, she got me that game. That was like my favorite game of all fucking time for a while.
You played Conkers too, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had Conkers. That's when I tried Zelda for the first time, because I had rented, that's when the Black Question is. I rented Zelda twice before, and I didn't like them. I didn't like it, but then I rented it one day, and I just fell in love with it. I don't know, I just kept playing and fell in love with it.
By the way, for you younger viewers that might be here, there was a time period where you could actually rent a console too. It wasn't just the game. You could actually rent a full-on console from a store, and then rent the games that go with it, and then have yourself a good time. It was expensive as hell.
Yeah, when you do the math, it's like you should have just bought the console.
You should have bought it.
Because I remember I was paying. I paid. To rent for a PS3 for a weekend to play Metal Gear Solid 4, I paid like $80, and then I did that for like 2 weeks. And I was like, bro, I should have just saved up $400.
The date
when you're poor, you try. The math just don't always make the most sense. You just try. When you're poor, you're just trying to be like.
You're trying to get what you want.
Yeah. Oh, I can get this game right now and play it for $5. Cool.
Yeah.
$5 a day.
Oh, and those late fees, those fucking late fees.
Mm-hmm.
That's why in a lot of cases, a lot of people were like, you know what, I'm just gonna keep it. Fuck it. Send it to collections. I don't care.
Last time I used Redbox though, when the Last of Us came out. So when the Last of Us came out, I'm still not the biggest fan of Naughty Dog. I think they're getting overrated, but I rented it from the Redbox. And the Redbox was doing their Redbox was Redboxing. They did their $2 a day, and then I kept the game too long, and they charged me $60. Because what they do is they charge you the $2 a day, and then they stop after like the 5th day, and then they just hit you, like they want you to forget about it, and then they just hit you with the price of the game on the whenever it hit $60. So my dumbass, after it hit $60, was like, oh hell no. Took the game and returned it back to Redbox, and then called Redbox and was like, "Hey, yeah, I returned the game." And they're like, "Well, you should have kept it because the 60 is to rent too. So you pay it's 60 to rent, and then you keep it. But if you return it, then that's still just a rental. So they wouldn't give me the game back. So I paid 60, and that was the last time I rented anything. I paid $60 to rent the game and couldn't keep the game.
Blockbuster did the same. It was Blockbuster or Hollywood Video.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them did the exact same thing.
Yeah, you took it back and they're like, well, you paid for it basically. Well, can I have it?
Nope. The late fees.
Yeah. You motherfucker.
Yeah.
I miss those stores though, I'm not lying.
It was an experience. It was an experience.
It was definitely a thing.
I remember I always used to love going there and renting new games or new movies that came out.
Mm-hmm.
And because, when you're poor, you can't afford to buy things outright sometimes.
And the internet wasn't internet like that. You couldn't just hop on YouTube. Netflix wasn't a thing yet.
It became a thing in like the early 2000s, but it was you paid to have it mailed to you. Like this is when Netflix was in the mail. But but as far as like what consoles I grew up with, for someone that was poor, I actually had quite a bit, and that's because
you were pretty resourceful.
I was resourceful. Yeah. I may not have stolen things. I'm not. I plead the fifth. Allegedly, some things found themselves into my possession. In my possession, I can't say how that happened.
Neither confirmed nor denied.
But we had
You sailed that. You definitely sailed the high seas. Remember that little booklet you had? That little booklet of PS2 games. I was like, oh yeah, oh wow.
That was a great time. I loved that time period too. That was so much fun.
You had it all. I was so mad because I was still a Nintendo baby at that time, and there was no emulation like that for GameCube.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it was just hard. It existed. It was more difficult than what it was for PS2, and it was pretty hard for PS2 as well. It was just
Dreamcast was easy.
Dreamcast was easy, yeah, and
all the PSP.
Oh god,
your damn PSP library.
It's like, what you got there? Dissidia, Monster Hunter.
Yeah, all the Monster Hunters.
All the Monster Patapon. It was like the only rhythm game that I played that I actually enjoyed. But man, so we started when I was a kid living here in Virginia Beach. We had a Sega Genesis, and we had a Super Nintendo. So I had both. I didn't end up becoming a fanboy of just one. We actually had both. It was so I liked Sonic. I loved Sonic, and I liked Super Mario.
Yeah.
And I had the best of both worlds for a period of time until the Sega fucking died. Like the prongs in the back of the console burnt out, and we never found out how to fix it.
Yeah.
And the Super Nintendo, I think a similar thing happened. I can't remember. But
what happens when you play shit to death? Trust me.
To death.
My PS5 does this blank screen thing. I don't even want to. I don't even want to think about what's going on with it because it's like the way it's so hard it is to get one.
Yep.
I'm not gonna replace it.
No. Yeah. So we went from Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis to I think the next console that we had was a PS1, which was, I think that was a gift from my dad, because that was during the phase where, I'm not sure if you ever had that, but the guilty father phase where they'll just send gifts because they can't be there in person.
Oh fuck no!
Oh, you never had that?
My father calls me and asks me for money.
Oh damn!
That man has no shame.
Well,
he was shameless before it was in vogue.
Damn.
He would call me on my birthday and ask for money.
That's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know mine was bad for like all the lies and broken promises and shit like that, but there was a period of time where he did feel super guilty about leaving, because he left when I was 3, and I would say probably for a good 6 or 7 years after that, he would periodically send like games or movies as gifts for my brother and I.
Okay.
Like the first Pokemon movie, I got that as a gift. On VHS.
Hey.
Yep.
Hell yeah. I saw that in theaters. Snoopy's dad.
Yep.
It was the worst because he kept talking on the whole movie.
Damn.
When Ash quote unquote turned to stone / died, and Pikachu was crying, I started crying. He was like poking me like, "Yo, Pikachu, Pikachu," and I was like, "Here, look."
Shut the
He was fucking with me. Yeah. Good times, man. I miss nostalgia's a bitch.
It is. It really is.
Those days. Man, I remember. One of my funniest gaming moments. We were playing through the Wind Waker to the final boss at your house. Was it your birthday or Josh's birthday? I can't remember.
It might have been Josh's.
And then did the ultimate parry. And then Josh jumps in front of the TV. No one can see it. He's like, yeah! When Link does the ultimate parry to stab Ganondorf in the head in Wind Waker, he jumps in front of the TV and everyone's like, I think that was your first time seeing it, so you're like, bro, I get it from the TV. Okay, yeah, it might have been Josh's birthday. Those sleepovers, man, we had good times. Oh no!
Some of my fondest memories are from in Nolan.
Yeah.
To this day, and a lot has fucking happened since then. But some of my
Rowan called me randomly the other day, but I lately I've been keeping him on pause because he's just been calling. I'll be like, hey, I'm like, hey, just had a baby. Oh.
Yeah. Speaking of babies, Josh actually, he's not having a baby, but he's a. You know what? I'm not going to spill the beans, but he's with somebody that has children too.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not sure how many kids she has, but he is, I think, trying to make his way on becoming a father too, like that.
Okay, well, good for him.
Yeah.
I remember I had a little bit of weirdo static. So this girl adds me on Facebook, and she's like liking all my statuses, and I'm just like, whatever. She's liking my pictures. I'm like, oh, cool. And one day, I make a status, and Josh is like, wait, why are you on my friend's status? And she's like, oh, why do you care? I'm just like, oh, okay.
Oh no.
I had to block her. Yeah, I had to block her. I was like, nah, bro, I didn't even know that was it. I don't know what's going on here. I don't want to know parts. I'm glad her quick. Like, nope.
I'm glad I only had that kind of drama like one time in my entire life, but
yeah, it's no fun.
It's no fun.
Yeah, especially when you don't see it coming. When you see it coming, you're a jerk. You see your friend's girl, but it's like, hey, oh man, she's nice, and then it came out of nowhere. We weren't even messaging her. She just commented on my post. And he was like, hey, what are you doing on my friend's post?
Oh, I had a situation where
he was basically using it to make him jealous.
Jesus. High school games. Yay. Yeah. Now I had this one situation in college where there was a girl that I was interested in and potentially was going to try and date her. But she hung out with some wild girls. Like, they were wild as fuck. Like, heavy drinkers, heavy party girls. But she wasn't like that. But she would, force herself to be like them, even though she didn't want to. Yeah. And I was like...
That's what you're supposed to do, right?
Right. And I was telling her, I was like, you don't have to do that. And if they're forcing you to do it, they're being bitchy. Like,
yeah, they're not good friends.
yeah, it's like they're not good. Like that's a bad influence. Like you don't need to be doing stuff you don't want to be doing like that. And apparently she told them what I said. And it just so happened that there was a girl that a friend of mine was interested in that was in that group. And so I got an angry Facebook message on Messenger. He's like, I heard you called so-and-so a bitch, blah, 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 blah. I was like, first of all, who, what? Who?
New phone, who this?
Right. I was like, what? I was like, this is not the kind of drama, like, I'm a fucking nerd. This is not the kind of drama that I need to be dealing with. Like, what is going on? It's like, I don't, first of all, I don't,
shit.
Right, it's like, first of all, I don't call women outside their name like that. Like,
to their face. Yeah, me neither.
well, not even to their face. Not even to their face. Like, I call women outside of their name very, very, very seldomly. And if I do it, like, they fucking deserve it. Like, there's...
Hey, bitches exist, man.
They do. So...
They act like they're unicorns.
Right. But... So, and I was like, I'm telling him this, I'm like, look, that doesn't even sound like something that I'd say. Like, what is even going on? And come to find out, like, it was a he said, she said, fucking nonsense.
Yeah, I've had women try to drag me into that. Like, women call me like, "Hey, your friend said this and this," and I'm like, looking at her like, "You're trying to manipulate me into beefing with this guy." Like, I'm like, I don't care what he says. Like,
it's like Robotnik fucking with Knuckles. The whole thing is like, oh.
Speaking of that, movie comes out next week, right?
Or it could be out now. I think it's either out this week. It's either this week or it's out now. Next. I know it's soon. But yeah, the whole thing is like, yo, I heard Sonic was he was coming after the Master Emerald, so you might want to do something about that. And Knuckles and his dumbass, my Emerald.
Hell no. I don't know why I put a Mr. T voice on for Knuckles.
Because everyone knew Knuckles was black in Sonic Adventure.
Yeah, Knuckles got a mixtape. Yeah, you know Knuckles had a mixtape.
You know, the man essentially had dreads. Pumpkin Hill.
Mm-hmm. Yes, his mixtape. Mm-hmm. I'd buy Knuckles' album.
I would too.
With the homie.
I would.
I still listen to that soundtrack every now and then.
Same.
It's on. You know, I'll just be at work.
It's not a bad soundtrack. Like, for the longest time, I had most of his stage music on there, and I also had what was it? The BioLizard theme. I don't know why I like it so much.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
But BioLizard, like, I would play that theme so much. And I started showing Allison like some of the music from video games that I grew up loving, and I was like, this was one of those things. It was such an iconic moment because back when we were kids, it took so damn much to get to that point, and you had this epic boss music.
Yeah, and it took so much to get the music too. I remember having to use a VHS to like copy the songs while I'm playing the game just so I can listen to them.
Or using a cassette. First song that my siblings and I think it might have been the only song that we did, but the first time we got to Sephiroth in his final form. Safer Sephiroth, which mistranslation from Seraph apparently. But One Winged Angel, hearing that for the first time, that was a major moment in my early gaming life. And
I was more of a Bizarro Sephiroth kind of guy.
I like that theme too. Yeah, I like that. I like both of them, but I like One Winged Angel too. But I'll listen to all three in a row. Like, I will listen to Genova, I'll listen to Bizarro Sephiroth, and I'll listen to One Winged Angel. I'm just sad that Bizarro Sephiroth's theme hasn't been remixed yet.
Yeah, Bizarro Sephiroth's hard to find a piano. I remember I found a piano version of it one time on LimeWire. It was ace. I love that thing.
Yeah, but Genova got Genova Absolute and Advent Children, I think. One Winged Angel has probably been remixed like 2 or 3 times now.
Oh yeah, more than that. Every Kingdom Hearts 2 had its own version.
Yeah. Their first Kingdom Hearts, I think, had its own spin too, because it wasn't like because it wasn't the original.
One for one. Advent Children had its own version. There's something else I'm forgetting.
Dissidia
remake. What else am forgetting? There's something I'm forgetting that might have its own twist. I remember, but it's not coming to me. God damn it.
Well, let's just say it's been touched a lot.
Yeah.
It's had a lot of touches over the years.
I am grinding Giants right now.
What level are you at?
I don't even know if I need to be grinding Giants. I'm just
You probably don't.
I'm just doing it because we're running the podcast. I really don't want to be like fighting a boss and talking about what I did as a kid. 33.
33?
I should be able to beat Godric. I'm just grinding now.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see.
When I talk to people who are, one of my coworkers, he's doing that. He's smuggling rooms. He's at level 254. I'm like, what the fuck?
Jesus. Hold on. Why is he still playing if he's at 254? Like, what's he even doing?
He hasn't beaten it yet. Some people just suck.
Hold up. How you gonna be at level 254 and haven't beat the game yet?
He's smart. Him and his friends are smuggling rooms, man. They're freaking trafficking rooms. That's what I call them. They're smuggling. They're room smuggling.
Like,
I'm gonna call the cops.
Like, I think I beat it at like 119 or 120, which is generally the cutoff for like PvP play too.
But apparently he's just it's him and his friends, so they have to do it on his time. So like they're not. He's just like grinding without beating the game without his friends. Some crap. Tell me why I got to the last boss in Bloodborne and I couldn't beat him without help. I got through the whole game without help. Got to the last boss and could not beat him without help.
I don't even, now that I think about it, I don't even think I remember who the last boss of Bloodborne is. Oh no, never mind.
Yeah,
I do. I remember now. No, it's coming back to me because it was an iconic scene in front of the tree and you had the moon. Yep. I still remember getting my ass handed to me for like 3 days. Hi, I'm doing a podcast. What's up? Hi.
Is that Allison?
It is Allison.
Hey.
She's waving at me. I think she needed me for something.
Yeah, I just
Allison appeared.
Well, I was gonna ask if you.
Well, she opened the door. She looked mad, so I was like,
I'm not mad.
Oh.
I'm just tired.
Oh.
Oh my god! Do you think I have resting bitch feet?
No, I don't think you have rested. No, you open the door and you're just like.
No, I was pouty and
not
mad, and I was like, why isn't he answering?
I'm busy.
Fine, you're busy. I'm busy too. Did you change over the laundry or do I need to do it?
Yeah, I changed the laundry yet.
Oh, I fall asleep.
You did fall asleep. Yeah. Yeah, so I've been drinking this New Kent Winery White Norton, which is definitely not white. It's red.
Oh, it's I can't remember what it's. The grape is called like White Norton or something.
Well, somebody's fucking drunk.
Is it you? Yeah. Why would you drink the whole thing?
Because it was there. I drink it because it was there. It's not bad.
Oh no, New Kent Winery is like. That's the one that does that Virginia, that sweet Virginia that I soak with the strawberries.
Made and bottled by Dombrowski Vineyards in New Kent, Virginia.
We need to go back.
Oh, local.
Oh yeah, the number of local wineries, cideries, and distilleries around here.
Breweries.
There's so many.
Yeah, I know Virginia and West Virginia was
and breweries.
Bootleg Central in Prohibition era.
Now I will tell you, as a poor black child, right? I never would have imagined myself going to a fucking winery, sampling wine and shit.
Would you step on some grapes?
I have not stepped on grapes yet. No, I have not done that. But I have frequented, well, there was a period of time where we were frequently going to wineries, cideries,
We took a
distilleries.
vacation with.
Yeah, we did a whole vacation around going to them, and they're not as expensive as I thought.
God, they're
Like
not.
by a large margin.
Dude,
Yeah.
we bought so much wine, and not even for like $100, for 12, because cases they get a percentage off.
Yeah.
I was shocked as hell. That's one of those moments where it's like a socioeconomic disconnect, and it's like, oh, that's how much this is. Like, damn, like people were showing this off like it was something bougie or something that was super upper class, and it's like, no, it's like, yeah, no, it's $12 for a tasting.
And sometimes not even that much.
No, it's not.
The flight for the apples, remember the Bold Rock Cidery?
Yeah.
Before COVID, their flight was only $5 for 4, fully on, full. Those are really
Very, very easy to become an alcoholic in this state, by the way.
we prefer the term wino.
Wino?
Yeah.
Is that
No, I'm joking.
alcohol?
I got nothing.
Yeah. But there's always a new one opening up. Actually, I want to say that there might have been a black-owned one that opened recently that I wanted to check out, and I need to figure out the name of it. Yeah.
Wow.
Our people are trying to get in the game.
Mm-hmm.
They got gate kept hard, long time.
Yeah, it's really easy here.
But there's a lot of I want to say somebody from my graduating class went on to start either a winery or a distillery near Longwood. Like, he got partners and they teamed up and they have one near the where I went to school.
Oh,
Send
really?
me a for a glass, please.
Yeah, I was
this one.
okay. Yeah, I will.
Ding, ding.
I think there's that's enough for another glass or two.
You're thinking of your partner on the next one?
Open up one of those other great.
One of the white ones that we don't like, that we got as charity.
She was more like
Hold on.
pushing. She won't go drink them.
One of my pot ears died.
Hey, I think she had some of those for years. I think a lot of those were
Well,
stale.
this one is from 2017.
That one's not bad though.
It's not.
But reds
But it's
don't-
also not a white.
Yeah, I'm about to say reds don't. I think whites
It's
go worse.
the melanin.
Jeez, the melanin in grape.
It's the melanated grapes. That's why it tastes better and it lasts longer.
That one.
Yep. The white ones, they go bad sooner.
Oh no.
They don't have that longevity because you know.
Black don't crack.
Well, in this case, it might be red. Red don't crack.
Yeah, too.
I'm more
Alright,
of a.
I'm gonna let you get back to me.
Wait. I
Shoot.
feel like I'm missing. There's blue grapes, right?
I don't think there might be blue grapes. I don't know.
There's red.
There are blue.
White?
There's red, blue, white, green.
Yeah.
And there's golden grapes, but they're like off-white.
Oh, okay.
Off white.
Yeah, I heard off white.
It's actually eggshell.
They're like
No, I'm joking.
They're light skinned.
Yeah, you watched the light skin.
Oh, speaking of that, so I found out recently that apparently the term red bone does actually trace back to like African language, like that.
Really?
Yeah. In Nigeria and I think it was Nigeria, Mali, and there's a third country, can't remember the name of it right now. But apparently the term red is one of those transliteral things, because the term also meant red but it also meant pale. So it was a word that was used for light-skinned people, but it could also mean red. So when when we got it, African Americans got it, it was red bone.
I mean, you better be speaking truth, because the comment section gonna be on your ass.
They're kind of like, who is this light-skinned nigga talking about? What?
Yeah, they're gonna be like, he lying.
Look it up now.
That's why that's why when we start doing news, and when we start doing news and stuff, I'm gonna like get my shit like sourced and all that. I don't want nobody talking about these N-words
I mean-
on the YouTube.
I mean, they could come after me, and I'll be like, I don't have a problem admitting when I'm wrong. I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong. But I better be wrong when you come at me.
Yeah, because I'm gonna go check if you're wrong.
Yeah, do it. Actually, you know what?
No, not you. I'm talking about. I'm gonna go check if
Oh,
the person
yeah.
says you're wrong. I'm gonna go back and make sure if they're wrong. Oh God, man, I'm coming to their house. You gotta hear about it.
That's it.
Yo, you
Yeah.
know what? This grinding content hard actually because it was taking a while earlier, but I just realized something. I was like, I can summon my wolves.
You could also cheat
How's that?
using the boulder and Caled.
Caleb. Oh, I didn't go there.
Florida.
The Red Sky place.
Yep, you gotta go to Florida. Florida has a notorious rune farm. In 2 areas, actually. One...
What level should I be around to be walking around there?
Well, in this case, you could probably bypass any enemies that you encounter to get to this point. It's super simple. Because it's a fucking bug is what it is.
Yeah, it's like patches.
So, they had the opportunity to patch it, and they didn't. Because they released a major patch like a week and a half ago or something like that, and they nerfed one of the bosses, they nerfed several weapons, they buffed a few things that were underpowered, but there was like a lot of rebalancing and bug fixing and stuff like that. Like even with the quest, some of the quests were bugged. They fixed several of those. Apparently not all of them.
World game, so it's gonna take forever to get it all.
Yeah. But this one thing, notorious farm spot, because you get 2,000 runes every couple of seconds doing it, and you don't have to fight anything. Yeah. So you can have like...
Hold on, oh man, you don't get me started. I'm doing this fucking third Church of Marika giant, just killing him and then resting at the site of grace. For 1,000 wolves, probably I would say every 2 to 3 minutes.
Alright, you know what?
Like I said, I'm only doing it because
since we're live and I can actually show you this, hold on, I'll share my fucking screen. Yeah, I can share my screen. See what people didn't know. Oh shit! What happened? What people don't know is that
OBS or is that Zoom?
I'm sharing it on Zoom.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so it's actually coming through. All right. So this spot right up here, I'm not sure if you can see it or not.
I can. It's the end of the finger.
Yeah.
And I'm not too far from there because if you go in there, the Marika is Third Church of Marika. You see that icon if you scroll in a little bit.
Also, look how fucking long this sword is. See how long this katana is?
Jesus, see, I need that fucking Sephiroth style.
It is the Nagakiba.
Yeah, I need to find that.
I love this thing. Anyway, so this is super simple, right? I could honestly, you could probably break the rest of the game if you didn't want to give yourself a challenge. You could do this for probably about an hour or 2 and be set for the rest of the game. So you come down here.
Okay. Where did you work to?
Lens Rise. The Lens Rise Grace, which is right behind me. So you come down here, you run up right here, spawn that boulder, run around the boulder, watch it drop. 1952.
Okay, alright.
Come back. Reload.
Alright, hold on. Now I gotta come to that part of the map then.
And you just keep doing it.
Go to the map again? Okay. Oh, well, do I have to beat Godric to open up that upper part? Or?
Nope, because there's several ways that you can get here. You could get here by just going east from Celia Crystal Tunnel. You could get here...
North?
Yeah.
East, north. Northeast.
And it's on the path, like on the map, like you can see.
Yeah, I see. I'm at the smoldering. Let me go. How far is it from the smoldering church?
Smoldering Church.
That's close. More south.
Smoldering Church is right here, so you're way west.
Okay, so just go east from Smoldering Church.
Yep, keep going east. Follow the road because it, like, well, this road will go that way, but you can probably, if you follow this road all the way down and across, you'll also come across several things, but it's on the road, like it's on a road.
Yeah, I'm going east. So, but I'm getting invaded by fucking NPCs again.
Probably won't. Hey, you just come down here, and then you just spawn the boulder, evade it.
Oh, let me level up real quick.
And then you got essentially 2,000 runes, and then you just reload it. Reload the area, and you keep doing it. That's it.
Let me go. Let me level up quick.
Hold on.
I shall do this. Spend my runes before I fuck myself up, you know?
Oh, hell. How do I...
Let's try this. I'm going east from the Smoldering Church, just following the eastern marker. There's a
Now
road.
you might hit a cliff. I can't remember. Like, hold on, let me look.
And what's the side of grace called again?
It is called Lens Rise.
There's a tree over there.
Yeah, Erd Tree.
Mm-hmm.
A minor or lesser Erd Tree.
Yeah. Lens Rise. Okay, let me just ride out and see what I can do.
I'm gonna go all the way. Just go east. So that's the Erd Tree.
Okay, let me rest at this side of grace. I'm just gonna rest at every side of grace I see.
Yep, that is not a bad plan. So take this.
Calum Roll.
And you can easily dodge all the enemies that you see, and it's not even a problem.
I'm just on my speed, just circle mash down. Oh, those dogs are ugly.
Those dogs remind me of fucking.
Like T-Rexes.
Did you ever see the live-action Scooby-Doo movie?
Yes.
The Hellhounds, and also like when Scrappy
was.
Yeah. Are they still chasing me? They are still chasing me.
Dragon Burrow West.
Yeah, I think you could. I think you can feasibly run all the way east and get there.
Yeah, I'm just on the horse going east. I'm following what is like a road.
Now it looks like this. I think this point you actually have to jump across like this.
A dragon in a lake.
Yep.
Yeah. There's multiple of them.
Grail's Dragon Barrow.
Yeah, I'm in Dragon Barrow West. Still heading eastbound.
Florida's greater, I hear, around this time of year.
And what's the great side of Great Falls?
You'll know when you get it because it's in front of a tower, like a really noticeable tower.
Tower.
Yeah, you're actually headed for a tower. So, all right, I think I just passed where you were. I'm seeing the dragons, Grail's dragons.
I'm going toward the tower now. That's a good landmark. There's an Erd Tree right over here.
Yep. Several. Each Erd Tree or minor Erd Tree has a boss.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yep.
There's like urns, minor Erd. No, I came to the Erd Tree.
Oh, you'll also probably encounter a big ass sleeping dragon. Like, it's huge. I've already killed it on mine, but like it's a very easy fight if you have something that has bleed, which I think if you're using yeah. So
it's like a pale skin dragon.
Yeah, and it's huge.
Yeah, I see it.
It gives killing that gives you 40,000 runes.
Let me find out. Great, you can do it. There's like a tower, but it's not big.
Are you at Fort Ferrith?
I'll tell you in a second.
Oh no, you went to the other tower. You probably went to the
I'm right behind that sleeping dragon.
Oh, you're right behind the sleeping dragon. Yeah, just keep
east.
Yeah, just keep going east.
Okay.
There's a site of grace that's right off the road called Dragon Barrow Fork.
There's like a little building over here. The tower is. Trying to see if there's a site of grace in there. Oh, there's one here. Let me see what this is. Alright, let's see where I am.
See, what y'all didn't know was that you're gonna get
Lens Rise.
Yep, you're where you need to be.
Okay, so where's the boulder?
Alright, so from Lens Rise, you want to from that side of grace, there is a little path that goes down towards like this archway under a bridge.
Yeah.
So run towards that little archway, and you keep going until the boulder spawns. And then once that spawns, dart to the right, and circle back around, and then watch the boulder drop. And it's an easy 1900 runes. And
the boulder spawned and it dropped, and no runes came.
Well, did you watch it drop?
No. Oh, you have to watch it.
You actually have to look at it. I tested this several times. Sometimes it doesn't work, but most of the time it works more often when you actually look at it when it falls off.
Okay. Yeah, let's try this again. Should I be on the steed or?
Yes. So you do that.
It came out of nowhere, almost hit me.
Mm-hmm. Say, anybody watching this podcast in the future, prosperity purposes, whatever, what you did know is that you would get Elden Ring stuff advice, I guess.
What? Is it? Am I doing this wrong?
I don't know. Are you?
The boulder spawns, but it just disappears when it doesn't hit me.
You want me to share my screen again so I can show you?
Yeah, let me see this.
Alright, let me do the thing.
I ain't even supposed to be in. I'm not even supposed to be here today.
Nope. Alright, let me see. Share screen. Elden Ring. Oh shit. No, I don't want to open up fucking BlueStacks. Alright.
Hold on, grab another beer.
Beer?
Australian beer.
Beer.
Remember those commercials?
Yep. We're showing our age a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I should go.
Budweiser frogs.
Yep.
Kettle Taco Bell. Alright, so. I'm watching your screen.
Alright. Come down here, come down here, come down here. Keep running. Boulder spawns right here. Turn around, immediately circle around. Watch it fall.
Blue light.
Nice.
It just stopped for me. It just stopped.
And then teleport back to Lens Rise, and there you go.
And are you getting the runes now?
Yep, I already got them.
Oh.
Like you get them once it falls off. Like if you look at the bottom right corner of my screen, you'll see them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll do it one more time.
Alright, I'll let you go first.
See? 1952. And there's actually a second one you can do this with too. It's just less efficient if you go to the second one all the way down here.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's further away and there's a bigger gap to ride. But you come down here, I think it's right here. Or no, a little further ahead. Yeah, it's right here. So same thing. Tries to hit you, rolls off.
Okay, this time it's funny because this time I tried, it spawned and I just went to the right a little bit and killed me.
Oh yeah, it has tracking. Like I've had the thing. I've had it do a thing where it shoots directly to the right.
Yeah. That's what just happened.
Yeah.
Shot to the right. That was funny. I'm not even gonna lie. That was funny.
Because I've had it do where it shot all the way like at this angle and came up here at this corner.
Got the 1952.
There you go.
Nice. All right.
See, there it goes. And that is a very cheap and efficient way of getting runes and breaking the game.
I'm doing the rest of this podcast.
Hey, what were we talking about before I started giving out tips?
I have no idea.
We were
like breaking the game,
right, and we were talking about wine. We were talking about the past. We were talking.
We were talking about Allison and wine, and Allison came in, and I can't remember, but we can pick up from here. This is just I'm not really paying attention to this. This is just me wasting time. Is the stone counting as an enemy and it's dying and
the stones have their own
EXP.
Yep. Yep. And you dodge them and it's like, oh, good job. Here's some runes. Which I get the feeling it might actually end up being patched out in the future.
Oh, it'll be patched out, bro. I'm gonna make it. Yeah, it'll be patched out. This game, they just probably have so many other things to patch.
Yeah. But one of the bosses, which surprised the hell out of me, From Software, actually nerfed one of their bosses.
Really? Which one was it? I heard they nerfed Margit.
They nerfed Radon.
Oh, I heard they also nerfed Margit though.
Did they?
Yeah, I heard so on a podcast. They said that people were running into that wall and so it's off. It's like
They may have nerfed him too. I'm not entirely sure because they did some stuff that wasn't actually like in their formal patch notes. Like they did a lot of things, but they didn't cover everything. And people were slowly figuring out like some of the other extra stuff that they did, like one of the main things that they did though, I remember one of the spirit ashes, the mimic tier. That got nerfed. That got nerfed hard.
The people were using it to beat the game. What was it? Was it like it's like the horse summon, right? I mean the wolf summon. It's like it's a summon, or
yeah, it's a summon. But it did not function like normal summons, and because first of all, it didn't use it aggroed, but it was you. Like it's a mimic of you, so it copied your character and their stats and all their equipment and everything.
Yeah.
So it was able to.
Yeah, it could be explodable.
Right. Right. So what people were doing.
Oh my god! So look, you can add a little bit extra to that 1952 if it runs over the deer right to the right. With the boulder.
That's too much work.
No, I've been doing it every time now.
Oh.
Why am I getting more in 1952? It's because it's been running over. As soon as I jump at one certain area, it keeps hitting my knee right to the right. I'm getting like 2,000.
Nice. But
I don't trust myself though. I'm leveling up every time.
Oh no. But let's see. Hold on. According to this, you're at you're about to get to what's his face Godric. So you should.
Right?
I'm looking at it. Stormvale Castle. Okay, so Godric the Grafted, the recommended level is between 30 and 40. With a +3 or +4 weapon.
Oh, yeah. I don't. Where do I need to go to that fort that I went to earlier. Just farm some smithing stones.
And if you haven't gone to one of those tunnels, I think it's Limgrave Tunnel, you get a fair number of them from there. But there's also a thing that you can do where you can actually buy them with your runes if you get a bell bearing.
A bell bearing?
Yep, a bell bearing. So you know those? Did you look around all the round table, like that whole area?
No, I did not.
So there's a shop that has these two witches, twin husks, whatever the hell you want to call them.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shop, and at the shop, if you give them bell bearings, they actually expand their inventory. And one of the things that you can do is give them a bell bearing that actually expands their inventory for things like spirit ashes and smithing stones.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And I think the smithing stones, the level 1 smithing stones are like 200 runes each.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is so awesome on the PS5 SSD because this is fucking loading.
Yeah. It's great.
So I know what they're gonna do with that stuff. They're gonna make it disappear before it falls off the cliff. Because if it doesn't fall off the cliff and it disappears, you don't get it.
Right.
That is why.
Yep.
Go at the wrong angle and then it doesn't fall off the cliff, it disappears. You don't get it.
So
you don't get the XP.
there's another place that it's just as good. It's just a little bit more involved. There's like these little pygmy enemies, like they're like very, very tiny, but they hit hard as hell. But
like
they're easy.
Kind of.
Yeah, but they're easy to backstab. So once you get to like level 20, like level 30 or 40 or so, you can backstab them twice and they die.
Right.
And what you can do is that you kill one of those. Each one of those is actually the same amount of runes as a giant.
Hell yeah.
And it takes a lot less time to kill one of them than it does to kill a giant.
Yeah, just don't get hit.
Right. So some people were using that method to farm runes.
There's gotta be a better way for me to kill that knight and the Dazzle, because he's fucking kicking my ass.
Which knight?
The one, I'm at the top of the tower heading toward Godric, and it's just this one knight, the ones with the magic shield that do wind damage.
Oh yeah, jump attacks.
Use telling me that.
Use your heavy jump attack. Your R2 jump.
Just stagger.
Yep, because I think it takes about 3 before they fall, and then you can critical hit them.
Gotcha. How do you crit them? Just R1?
Yep. Go up to them, hold R1. Or tap, hold it. Oh. Whatever. I think this wine is finally kicking in because I'm feeling some kind of way.
Hey, there you go. So what are you playing now that you're like? You still playing Elden Ring or?
Yeah.
Well, we never did get into our games and consoles of preference.
We did not.
I'll let you go.
Alright. So these days I primarily use my PS4. Not so much these days because nothing new has come out on the PS4 that I can't play on my PC.
Right.
Second thing is PC. Like that's my primary rig now because it's strong enough to do a lot.
Yeah, and my dumb ass is running fucking Mac, so my fucking ultra strong fucking MacBook can't do shit.
Things aren't programmed for the Mac. Yeah, for now.
Or
yeah.
None of good shit.
Yeah. So I got that. So I got my PS4, which I haven't actually touched my PS4 in like 7 or 8 months. Now that I think about it.
Jesus.
It's been a while. I've touched my Switch a lot more than that. Because games have been coming out on my Switch, or for Switch, a lot more frequently.
It seems, yeah, especially like Japanese games.
Yep. So, PC, Switch, and PS4 in that order. And like some of the like I wasn't expecting this, but Monster Hunter Stories 2 was a dual PC and Switch release, and I was like, I got my Switch modded so that I can put stream Steam on my Switch. So why would I get it on Switch if I can just get it on PC and then have it streamed to my Switch from my PC? And that's what I did. And then, like, Monster Hunter Rise, its expansion is coming out soon, so I'll actually probably be getting that on my PC.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. When are we gonna get World 2?
It's too early. Too early to be thinking about that.
For World 2?
Yeah.
You think so? An announcement?
Too early.
For an announcement.
Too early for an announcement. And the only reason I'm saying it's too early for an announcement is because they're not even done with Rise yet. You're not going to see an announcement until probably maybe...
I don't think they cannibalize each other because Rise is
They do.
only.
No, they do. I've been following this franchise for like most of my life at this point.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, you're the only. Yeah, I remember.
And I actually called the like Iceborne as an expansion instead of a re-release. I called that 2 years before it happened because I was like, with the way things are, there was no reason for them to do a re-release like they'd been doing with the special edition, because DLC is a thing now.
Yeah.
An expansion would make way more sense than just re-releasing a special edition.
And if you okay, so listen to this. So for Monster Hunter World Vanilla, right?
Yeah.
$60. Okay, cool. People who are interested in it, they buy it. $60. Awesome.
Yeah.
But if you re-released it, you're selling that same game plus for another $60.
Yeah.
So anybody who's new, they're getting that game for $60. So you're making that $60. But if you fucking make the game, oh no, it was standalone. No, it wasn't standalone, was it?
The first Monster Hunter World was standalone. Yeah.
No, Iceborne. Was Iceborne
Oh no. No.
Okay, see, so yeah, so now if you make an expansion and people want to wait to get in, now they gotta give you $100.
Yeah.
Right?
But
so you're like,
but
you're getting $100 instead of 60.
But they also discounted. They also discounted World when Iceborne came out.
True, but you know, there's some people like me where they're buying everything digitally, and it should be steep sometimes digitally.
I know, but they dropped it.
For instance, Dark Souls 3 has been on PlayStation. You know, I frequent the store all the time just to get deals. Dark Souls 3 has been sub $10 for about 2.5 years now.
Yep.
Guess how much it costs digitally right now?
60.
You know why?
The Elden Ring.
And people are gonna go back. So when Iceborne goes, maybe not now, but I'm pretty sure when Iceborne came out, it might have been. I could
have sworn there was a bundle for Iceborne, because this is what I did, because I switched.
You bought it on Steam, right?
Yeah, I got it on Steam because I had originally I played Monster Hunter World Iceborne on my PS4 because that's what I had. I didn't have a strong PC. I got that later. But when I actually got it, and I was like, I still like Monster Hunter. I wanted to see what that experience is like on my PC.
Right.
And when I went to get it, that bundle at the time was $70.
Oh, that's like,
yeah.
It was discounted.
So yeah, it was extremely discounted because the expansion by itself is $40.
Yeah. But the PC release was later, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that had something to do with it. But I hear what you're saying. But yeah, like for instance, if you go on PlayStation Store right now and buy Dark Souls 3, it's $60. I bought it 2 months ago for $10, $60, just because I literally was listening to a podcast. He was like, "Man, I beat Elden Ring, and I really wanted to get my fix on." And I went to buy Dark Souls 3, and it was digital for $60 on PS Store, and I was like, "Yo, I literally bought it 3 weeks ago for $14." They're doing it with the business,
and they regularly discount it anyway. So I advise anybody that if they're actually going to watch this within the next week or so.
Yeah.
Wait, because
trust me, I got people to pass this along to. Oh, plus, man, we're so deep into the podcast. I forgot to shout out my guy with the Kickstarter. Hold on, let me warp to this. Sorry, Grayson, pull this up.
Because we're 1 hour and 24 minutes in, which I need to see. Like, I actually probably do need to see whether or not like the sound is coming through okay.
All right, so. Man,
Let me see.
yeah. So it's supposed to be like a.
Yeah, I'm gonna take off the headphones real quick.
Go ahead.
I'm not gonna be able to hear you.
I understand.
All right, say something.
Something.
All right, cool. All right.
We're good, man. The AirPods weren't fucking everything up. It's good to know. Good to know.
Yeah, I might actually need to boost your audio because you sounded a lot quieter than need be. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can boost your audio more. All right, that should be good.
Ooh, I hit the fucking strength soft cap. Yeah.
I'm at like 25 dex and 20 strength on my my second character, and that seems to be working out fairly well.
Yeah.
I also have 20 arcane.
Hey, is arcane good for a melee build?
It's not for the melee. It's the bleed part. Because I think I want to say bleed scaling works on for like bleed damage, or at least like the proc, how often it procs. But it was also the case that I needed to bring it up anyway because Rivers of Blood I think has a arcane requirement. Let me see.
Okay.
See, Rivers of Blood has, yeah. So that's exactly why I did it. Rivers of Blood requires 18 Dex, 20 Arcane, and 12 Strength.
Oh, damn.
So that's why I got 20 Arcane, because Rivers of Blood needs 20 Arcane.
And that's
Katana.
Actual. Oh, okay.
It's a blood katana. Remember I texted you about
the
it?
one I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if I were you, I would do what I'm about to do, which is get that long ass katana that I have, the Nagakiba. Put that in your offhand, and then have Rivers of Blood in your main hand.
Hell yeah.
Cause like I'm getting bleed procs out the ass even with those two, and it's not, and then neither of them is formatted just for bleed damage, but I'm getting plenty of bleed procs off of them already.
I fucking love bleed. That's my favorite stat in all these fucking games.
It's just fucking, they pop.
Yeah. I think it was in Demon Souls where it was damage over time. And I like that one too because you're just watching that bard just disappear for no reason.
Yeah, well, one of the strats in this game actually is using rot as your poison and just having rot kill them.
Yeah, it's so funny because I'm seeing apparitions do the same thing right now. I'm seeing other players do the same thing. We're all doing the same shit right now.
My first playthrough was I started off thinking that I was going to do Dex, like a Dex strength build, and then I got to Margit, and Margit kicked my ass as a melee player, and I was like,
yeah, he's hard. He's tough for as a melee.
Yeah, and I was like, this ain't good. Like, I don't like this. Like, the moment I get a chance to respec, I'm respecing. So, I play out up into Renala, who, once you beat her, you get the option to respec once you get those little, like, fucking embryos is what they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you get those you can respec, and I immediately respec into a faith build.
Okay.
Yeah, and so with the faith build, though, you get access to dragon spells. The Dragon Communion, Dragon Cult spells, and one of the early Dragon Communion spells is Rot Breath. You use that 2 times on most bosses, they get Scarlet Rot. And so and it takes out half of their health. If you don't even touch them, it takes out half their health once it fully goes through. So you pair that, you have a bleed weapon, they're done.
Yeah.
So that's how I was able to get through most of the game, and then I got even more busted because one of the weapons I ended up getting, it has faith scaling damage, and it's a homing fire pillar attack. Thing does like 2,000 damage on its own.
Jeez.
Yeah, so like you hit them with Scarlet Rot, and then you hit them with that, and it's like the fight is done very, very soon.
Hell yeah. All right, well, I don't know if you heard that, but that was a text from my girlfriend.
Your girlfriend.
To bring my black ass over.
Oh no. You getting booty texts, not booty calls, but booty texts?
Like, nah, she was at her dad's, now she's home with the baby. Quick shout out though, I want to shout out to my boy off Facebook, Chibi Goang. He has a Kickstarter. It's called Clash on Demon Head. It's kind of like a Genkotu Ninja Tyson, like I said N-word. Ninja Tyson, like
Genkotu Nigga Tyson.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Also nigga.
Yeah, it's like the old Clash of the Ninja GameCube games. It's that kind of thing. Check it out. I'm gonna send you the link so you can look into it. But yeah, booty's calling, y'all. So I guess that's episode 0. Next week we'll have an actual docket. We'll talk about some news. We'll give you guys a structure about how we're gonna do it, because we're also gonna do some classic RPG reviews every here and there. But yeah, booty calling.
Booty calling.
Yeah.
But it's not that kind of booty call. This is
No. This is
more
baby
tame.
mama booty call. Yeah. But yeah, you enjoy your wine, man. Thanks, man.
I am. I can't finish the rest of the bottle though, because apparently the wife is like, "Oh, you need to share," and I was like,
"Yeah, sharing is caring."
Yeah, I don't want to invite wrath. So
yeah, they don't do no hell have no fury.
Yep.
But yeah, man. You can follow me on Twitter. What's my Twitter name?
That's never a good sign.
Right. You want to see some console war nonsense? Your Twitter name is Tyboog, TYYBOOG. Follow me. Follow you back. Anything to sign off?
I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Most of my social media right now is like completely dominated by my art stuff. So, yeah. But I mean, you can feel free to follow me on Twitter. It's at B, like letters B and Devante. For those that can't spell or want to spell anything different, it's D as in David, A, V as in Victor, ONTE. Might also be able to find me on their Davo Bradley art, which might be easier if you can spell that. But yeah. But on Facebook, if you can look up Davo the Sage, that's my page, and I have a group. It's Davo the Sage's Gaming Cave. I post memes. A lot of that content there has been about either Elden Ring or Pokemon, because that's what I keep getting memes for apparently. So that's what's in the feed right now. But yeah, got 97 members of that group. So you want to if three people watch it, or 3 people watching decide to join, you can be 100 people.
There you go.
But yeah, there we go.
All right, man. Well, everybody have a good Saturday night. We'll see you guys next Saturday at a more early time. Fuck my job. They called me in, but I ain't going to let them hold me down. I ain't going to let them hold a brother down next week. Thank you for joining the Active Time Battle Podcast. All my ATBs out there, we'll holler at y'all next week. All right, man, I'm out of here. I gotta go put on some sneakers and call my girlfriend.
My gauge is full, so yeah, I can act now and leave.
All right, bet. Good night.
All right, have a good night. Signing off.